Head tonight, actually. There we go. We are live once again for another edition of Wednesday Night Live right here on Mike Avery Outdoors. On the YouTube channel, on Facebook, and on Twitter as well. I got a pretty good reflection off the top of my head tonight. I don't know what's different. The head is still shaved just like it was earlier, but I got a good reflection tonight. Good evening, John. How are you? Nice to have you along with us. Behind the scenes here, I've got a new setup here. I've got hello, Martin. A pleasure, my friend. Captain Todd, nice to have you along with us tonight as well. Let's see who is with us. John is with us. Brian is with us. Kevin Roth is with us. Craig is with us. Jason's with us. Ed Bolodowski's here. Hey, Ed, we didn't talk, but want to give away some Speedy Blaze? I know that's putting you on the spot. Brenda's with us. Jason, were you at the meeting? You were at the meeting the other night, huh? Pretty cool, huh? Who else is along with us? Zach is, did I get that turkey yet with a longbow? No, because I'm not hunting with a longbow. I'm hunting with a recurve. But I didn't get it with the recurve yet either. Sounds great. Looks the same, huh? Well, it is what it is. Appreciate that, John. David, nice to have you along with us. Chad's with us as well. My name is Mike Avery. This is another edition of Wednesday Night Live here on Mike Avery Outdoors. Going to give away, if Ed says it's all right. Yeah, we're going to give away some Speedy Blaze tonight. I'm going to announce, the results were very positive, Jason. Give away some Speedy Blaze tonight. Going to talk about a new advertising partner that I have. Very excited about it. Well, Richard, where'd you go? I'm glad you're with us as well. Jim checking in from Tennessee. Dakota got a nice bird. Hello, Matt. How are you? My friend Ross. Always a pleasure, buddy. Hello, Paula. No, I didn't get my bird yet. I will be back out there again tomorrow morning. Boy, it's going to be chilly tomorrow morning, isn't it? It'll be very chilly. In fact, I debated whether to wait and just go Saturday morning, but I'm going to go tomorrow morning. Nuego and the Mighty Mo. Paul Phillips says, hey, Ross. What, you don't say hi to me anymore, Paulie? It's right to my buddy Ross. I see how you guys are. First, you're individual friends of mine. Then you become friends of each other. And then you forget about the big guy. I see how it goes. Michelle didn't forget about me. She says hi to me. Hello, Michelle. Hey. Hi, Mike. Oh, you did? I missed it? All right, Paul, you're forgiven. New Mexico elk drawing results today. You didn't draw. Oh, well, maybe next year. Good luck to you. Adam says no bird yet. Either close call in the opener. I tell you what I did have. I had 7 jakes in front of me opening morning and mid-morning. And, of course, I got the recurve in my hand. They're at 8 yards. And I did take a close look at maybe shooting one of the jakes. And there's certainly no shame in shooting a jake with a recurve. If that same flock walks in front of me tomorrow, I don't know. I don't know if I'd shoot one or not. It depends. What does it depend on? I don't know. If the boat was ready, if the angler quest was done and I had a jake walk in front of me tomorrow, I would probably shoot it. But I'm still waiting on the electronics. Mads Jack, who's watching on YouTube, says, good luck in the morning, Mr. Mike. I ended up hearing one, but couldn't get it to come in. Isn't that always the case? The Kings showing up in St. Joe. All righty. Mark got a nice tom down for him this morning. Perch are running in the river. Couldn't even keep my line in the water. Mike, what river? Anthony says the first redhead gets shot. Fair enough. I can relate to that as well. I love hunting thunder chickens as well. Art, we didn't go with Lance. Lance texted me that morning. We were supposed to go a week ago, Thursday. The Saginaw River. Mike says the Saginaw River. Nice. Scott says he's seen enough turkeys now. Kings in South Haven too. Lance texted me last Thursday morning and said, number one, the weather is rotten. Well, We can deal with rotten weather. And he said, and the fishing's as bad as he'd ever seen. So he said, I have an opening on May 6th. You guys want to come down on the 6th? And we said, yeah, we'll wait. So we did not fish with Lance last Thursday morning. We're going May 6th, which I think is also a Thursday, probably 2 weeks from now. Hey, Lori, how are you this evening? Lori's hubby, Brian, is going to take the charter captain's class next week with Great Lakes Charter Training, the folks who got me my license. The license that I end up keep getting drug tested for. That's all right. I'm clean as long as they don't check for cigars or Maker's Mark. Speaking of cigars, last week when I was in the blind, and I'll get to some other things as well. Last Saturday morning, the opener, a lot of birds gobbling on the roost. Hit the ground. They gobbled for another hour or so. I couldn't get anything. No, there's nobody going to Canada this year. I'm telling you that right now. Nobody's going to Canada this year. Captain Mel is great. True North, did you get your license from him as well? Good evening, Gary. How are you? So in Saginaw County, that's where I should be then. Mid-morning, it had been very, very slow. In fact, slow enough that I walked out of the blind. I set the drone up and I got some aerial shots of my blind. It was that slow. I get back in the blind. And one of the reasons I like turkey hunting is, number one, they're not blind shy. You can set up a blind and the turkeys aren't bothered by it. And number two, they're actually not even bothered by cigar smoke. I've had to put down more than one cigar to shoot a bird that was coming in. So mid-morning on the opener, I looked up, scanned my decoys in front of me at 8 yards, nothing coming, nothing nowhere, clear, clear, clear. Reach into my pocket, I get out a cigar, I light it up, rotate it, rotate it, rotate it. Nice. And I look up, and there 8 yards in front of me are 7 jakes, all milling around my decoy. So I'm starting to think that maybe the cigar smoke actually attracts the birds. Robbie called the big old Tom when feet of the blind was such a rush. It is a rush. Brent, good evening, my friend. How are you? James had to set down a cigar, wants to shoot a buck. Now that is pretty cool. I know people, back when a lot of people smoked cigarettes, smoke cigarettes in the blind a lot. Mike, does the captain's license have a different policy on drinking and driving than your automobile? I was just curious because I see a lot of boaters drinking in the summer. You're talking two different things here, Paulie. The captain's license, I don't know about alcohol when you're on the job. Common sense would say absolutely not. But regarding the second part, you see a lot of boaters drinking in the summer. You can drink while at the helm of a boat. Not a captain, but a recreational boater can drink at the helm of the boat, unlike driving down the road. However, you cannot operate intox. You can't be drunk at the helm. Well, I appreciate that, Zach. I'm going tomorrow morning back to the property where I had the close encounter on Saturday. I know there are birds there. And my other two properties, there appear to be some birds showing up again. So, and I got a lot of time. I'm not nervous at all. Your dad always said smoking a cigarette brought him in through curiosity. All right, then. All right, what do we got tonight? Anyway, my name is Mike Avery. This is Wednesday Night Live here on Mike Avery Outdoors on the Facebook page of the YouTube channel and Twitter, although I can't think of anybody who I ever know of, have known of, who watched the show live on Twitter. Because nobody uses Twitter. Nobody cares about Twitter except for the politicians and the news reporters. Other than that, nobody cares about Twitter. What I do want to be able to figure out is how to go live. Thank you, Craig. How to go live on Instagram. You're a step ahead of me, my friend. Who's on the show this week? On the Outdoor Magazine radio show, David says something interesting. The birds who come in silent drive me crazy. Did I ever think about spring bears in Idaho? No, because I've never had to worry about it because I could always go to Ontario or Quebec. This is the second year in a row I've missed Quebec springtime bear hunts. It'll be the second year in a row I've missed fall bear hunts in Ontario. Coming up on the Outdoor Magazine radio show this week, Eric's watching from Milwaukee. How are things in Milwaukee? Good evening. Lance Valentine joins me to talk about the abysmal fishing on the Detroit River this spring. However, he says the good news is in the last couple of days, it's like somebody flipped a switch and things are starting to get better. Then Tom Campbell of Woods and Water News. In hour number 2, Johnny, I like nothing more than to be bear hunting with you again this fall, my friend. Jim Chamberlain of Fish with Jim Outfitters talks about trout season opening. Hey, this weekend is the opener of trout season statewide here in Michigan and walleye season in the Lower Peninsula. How cool is that? So Jim Chamberlain talks about fishing river trout, inland trout, creeks for little brookies. Pretty cool. Is that a fact about Canada in the fall? It's not a fact yet, Scott. It's just conjecture on my part. Scott is one of my friends who has property who allows me to hunt birds. And Scott, I may end up back at your place here in the next couple of days. So you offered. Don't offer if you don't mean it, but I know you mean it. Jim Chamberlain talks about trout fishing. Amy Trotter of MUCC along with us. This week's Ask Avery segment. The question is from multiple viewers, multiple listeners, why do I hate night crawlers? I'll come back to that in a minute. And then in hour number 3, the chairman of the boards, the man himself behind Offshore Tackle, Bruce DeShano, member of the Freshwater Fishing Hall of Fame and dubbed chairman of the boards by the folks at Lindner's. Ron and Al Lindner called him that. And this is back when Lindner's owned the fishing media. Ask Avery, somebody said, why do you hate crawlers? Why don't you like night crawlers? I hear you say they're not allowed on your boat. Why is that? Are you a fishing elitist? Crawlers can be a great way to catch a variety of fish in a variety of conditions. Yes, the reason I hate crawlers is I'm an absolute elitist. I am a fly fishing, catch and release fisherman only. I'm an elitist. No. Home Tuesday. No kidding, Scott. Man, you're a world traveler. Went to Cabela's to get ammo. Very pitiful, yeah. Freeland Walleye Festival is this weekend. I'm not an elitist. The thing about me not liking night crawlers is mostly a joke between me and my buddies. I know crawlers catch fish. I know crawlers will outfish me with spoons and plastic most days. It's just a joke between me and my buddies that kind of got perpetuated and got blown into something bigger than what it really is. But the truth is, if you fish with me, do not bring night crawlers because I don't want to catch a walleye bad enough to have to use a night crawler to catch it. I know you can wash them off and keep your boat clean. I get it. I don't want to troll at 0.8 miles an hour. I feel like I'm just, I want to be trolling at 2.5 miles an hour. Can we talk about licenses for a minute? I had to buy my licenses here last Friday. I got my turkey license and I got my fishing licenses. So I bought my Michigan all species fishing license. I bought my base hunting license. I bought my deer combo tag that I will not fill. I haven't filled a deer tag in Michigan in 15 years. And even if I fill one, I'll never fill both of them. And I bought my turkey tag and it cost me $91. That works out to 25 cents a day. 25 cents a day to hunt or fish every day here in the great state of Michigan. And yet, people gripe about it. Thank you, Louis. Good point, Brent. People gripe about the cost of hunting and fishing licenses in Michigan. I think that is there you go. I am an expensive license buying, no crawler using elitist. That's exactly what I am. I won't get wound up like this morning. It is cheap entertainment. I say, and I've heard people say this a lot, licenses are too expensive. I'm going to quit hunting or fishing because the cost of the licenses is too much. To which I say, if you're giving up hunting or fishing because you think the licenses are too much, you weren't committed in the first place. It's just an excuse. Just an excuse. It's, in my opinion, it's the best money you'll ever spend. But I have lots of kids. Who made those kids? Did you think you were going to have a big family and not have to pay some extra expenses? Don't smoke as many cigarettes, or in my case, smoke cheaper cigars. Don't drink as much beer. And there's your money for your license. Good point. Licenses are cheap. Boats aren't. Michelle got in on that lifetime license when it was offered. Great, great job. You saved yourself a lot of money, didn't you? It costs that much to go to a ball game, yeah. Rick says licenses are expensive. Apparently nobody's buying ammunition. Oh, what else? Oh, I want to introduce you to a new, yes, it pays for conservation. Good point, Robbie. Good point. It pays for conservation. Hunters and anglers pay for conservation, wildlife conservation, habitat management, property acquisition. It's not the Tweety bird watchers, and it's not the kayakers. They get to benefit from our license fees, but they're not the ones who pay for it. We do. That's why I buy a combo tag every year. Not because I'm going to fill it, because I want to support the cause. Let me introduce you to a new advertising partner. There they are. Rapid River Knife Works. Let me get rid of that. Rapid River Knife Works out of the UP. I've been trying to get Chris Durson and Rapid River on for the longest time, on as an advertising partner. I love Michigan-based family-owned companies. I love knives. I carry one every day. So why not work with a Michigan-based family-owned company? Why not carry a handmade knife from a Michigan-based family-owned company like Rapid River Knife Works? And I got the confirmation today from Chris that he's coming on board. So if you go to this website, rapidriverknifeworks.us, you can see some of their knives. You can order them online. They have a beautiful showroom in Rapid River. You can also get them at Jay's Sporting Goods. So I'm very, very pleased to be working with Chris Durson and Rapid River Knife Works. I hope to have Chris on the Wednesday. Well, he's going to be on the radio show next week. And, well, why don't you show me new comments? And Wednesday night, are you just coming home from the doctor now, Jen? I hope everything's okay. Most were just handed $1,400, but a license is too expensive. Yeah. 9-year-old son tagged a nice Tom this morning. He sat with him at a bow on Sunday. Beautiful. There we go. Rapid River Knife Works showroom is beautiful. I hope to do a Wednesday night live from there sometime this summer. Great company, great products. David says he's got 3 of them. Another Michigan-based company. Nice to see. You know I love working with Michigan-based, especially family-owned companies. You can keep the big corporate conglomerates with the ad agencies. I don't want to work with them. I want to work with the people who make the decisions. And so far, Hobby Lobby. Well, I'm glad it wasn't the doctor. Lori has a knife they did for the Rough Grouse Society. So I'm looking forward to working with Chris. I think it's going to be an excellent, excellent partnership. Speaking of partnerships, one more time, and you're probably sick of me promoting this, but I want you to be able to get these blinds. Outdoorpregame.com. Outdoorpregame.com. Use the promo code, the Wraith 270. Actually, you see these things here? Any one of these you can get using my promo code. There's the Breeze for warm weather, okay? It costs $244. Promo code Mike20, apply, and it drops it to $179. Total savings are $170. Half price. Half price for the warm weather Breeze Deluxe blind from Primal Tree Stands. If you go to outdoorpregame.com and use the promo code Mike20, you get 50% off. That's the Breeze. That's their Snap climbing sticks. Of course, my beloved Wraith 270, the Descender, which will drop you from your tree stand slowly if you fall. This one I'm not too sold on, and this one, I got to be honest with you, I think is a joke. But the rest of the stuff I like. Outdoorpregame.com, use the promo code Mike20. Yes, Jason, promo code Mike20. Ed, you know this better than I. They are not sponsors. You are not sponsors at Speedy Blaze. Sponsors come and go. I have been turkey hunting yesterday, and I'm going turkey hunting tomorrow, Alex. Sponsors come and go. Sponsors are what you get for a one-time event. I have advertising partners, people I work with for years, people that we create partnerships, we create team. We made teamwork in promoting their products. That is a great price, isn't it, Mike? Do I see a commemorative Mike Avery turkey skinner coming in the future? I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to say yes, but there are a lot of very, very interesting opportunities when working with somebody like Chris Durson. Found one morel today. All right. Well, Mike says he actually made it tonight. You made it just in time to try to win some Speedy Blaze. We had a Speedy Blaze fire in our solo stove on our patio here at the house Saturday night. We had some family over for a birthday party. My son James, his 40th, for a birthday party. And I fired up the solo stove with Speedy Blaze. You got to love Speedy Blaze. Now, here's your chance to win some Speedy Blaze. You've got 2 minutes right now, starting right now. 2 minutes. Stormy Cromer, don't get me started on Stormy Cromer. Don't get me started on Stormy Cromer. 2 minutes right now on why you want to win some Speedy Blaze. 2 packages of Speedy Blaze. The fire starting kit, it's got 2 Speedy Sparks and 4 Speedy Blaze logs in it. Right now, they are impressive, aren't they? Scott, I did not. I will look for it. Will the Speedy Blaze people develop products for Traeger and other grills? Well, I don't know, but they already have smoking cubes, smoking chips. Does that count? Fire me up a campfire. A minute 30 on why you want to win some Speedy Blaze. A minute 30. It would go great with your camping gear. 14K mountain bike hike this summer. Yow. Paulie, you're getting serious about getting in shape, dude. For grilling trout on the Asable, 1876 Homesteader. 1 minute on the Speedy Blaze. No, John, you are the official timer. Nope, it's your job to time. 1 minute on the Speedy Blaze. Love to try it. Gary says he'd love to try it. Steven would love to try it. All right, Brent. Have a good night, buddy. Ed says we do pellets. They're just hitting the market. Okay, so they do them. 30 seconds on the Speedy Blaze. Bob's a pyro. Got snow on the ground this morning. Isn't that something? 20 seconds on the Speedy Blaze. 20 seconds about why do you want to win some Speedy Blaze? Michael says he'd love to win some Speedy Blaze. 10. I don't think I have a very long one in me tonight. I'm just giving you a heads up. 9, 8, 7. Don't look for much tonight. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I knew it wasn't going to be much of one tonight. I could just tell going in, there wasn't going to be much. Hey, Kenny, how are you? Kenny Slavens of Jay's Sporting Goods, jsportinggoods.com. Jim, Speedy Blaze would work great in your fire ring. Absolutely great. It was a bad one tonight. Stuart Fowler wins tonight. Congratulations, Stuart. Well, no, listen, you guys are not the official timers. Look, this is why, because Michelle gets 15 seconds and Kendall gets 17. That's why our official timer is John Callison. And John didn't give me a time yet, but it wasn't very long tonight. There it is. See, it's only 15.5. It was not much of a buzzer tonight. I know that. Thank you, Donna. Stuart Fowler, send me your shipping address, your mailing address, or just send it directly to Ed Bolanowski, who's on here with us right now. Speedy Blaze, speedyblaze.com. I didn't show you their website, but speedyblaze.com. Yeah, way, you won. Stuart's like, I never win anything. You won tonight, buddy. Speedyblaze.com. What else is on my list here? Tomorrow morning, congrats, Stuart. Tomorrow morning, I'll be in the blind. It's going to be cold. I'll be sitting in that Wraith 270 see-through ground blind out at the property that we lease for deer hunting. Gene is allowing me to turkey hunt there. This will probably, unless I get covered up with birds or have a close encounter with some birds, this will probably be the last time I will turkey hunt that property. And then I will move. Dave says, it was long enough. It was long enough. He wins. Johnny, if you put me ahead of your grandson, I'd be disappointed in you, my friend. So go have fun. So I will be turkey hunting tomorrow. Speaking of turkey hunting, I recorded a Beyond the Blind podcast from Shadow Hunter Blinds. We talked to a guy today. He and his hunting crew, video crew, Brandon Scher of Methodical Media, have taken down 22 birds so far this spring. Also recorded an Angler Quest podcast with Captain John Littlefield. John is the guy who actually taught my charter captain's class for Captain Mill Stackpool. So what's on my list? Turkey hunting, I talked about that. I'll be back out tomorrow morning. No fishing on the Detroit River. We're going May 6th with Lance Valentine. License is $91, and I feel very happy to spend every dollar of that. Trout season, walleye season opener this weekend. Talked about night crawlers. I'm still waiting for my boat. My boat is done, but we're waiting for the Garmin electronics and outdoor pregame. I knew coming in tonight it was going to be a short one, but I do want to go till 7:30. Give me 3 minutes of topics. A custom game call from a Michigan maker. It sounds Tackett. I've never heard of Tackett. Personally, I'm still using A-Way calls that Greg Abbas. Brian says, take a Jake, Mike. We're looking for the video. Question is 26, and we've got some boat mechanics on here. Is 26 degrees tonight going to damage my IO that has water in the engine? I ran it this year. I'm not qualified. Somebody who is qualified, please answer that question. Here's my question for you, my friends. Should Avery shoot a Jake with his recurve if he gets a chance, or hold out for a longbeard? Question of the day. Should Mike Avery, if he gets the opportunity to shoot a Jake with his recurve, I'm Mike Avery, by the way, should I shoot a Jake with my recurve, or should I hold out for a longbeard? Keep in mind, I've shot a lot of longbeards over the years, and longbeards, and I actually have taken a longbeard with my recurve. Take what you want. I don't know what I want. I'm looking for your advice. Hunt my hunt. Brian says, yes. Any bird with traditional bow is a trophy. Whack them. Shoot what you want. I don't know what I want. Chad says, any bird with traditional bow is a trophy. Oh, Michelle says, only on the last day of the season should you shoot a Jake. See, I knew somebody was going to be my conscience on here, but I didn't think it was going to be you, Michelle. See, this is it. Shoot what makes you happy. I'm not sure that a Jake would make me happy. And I don't want to shoot it if it doesn't make me happy. I mean, the meat will taste good regardless. I don't know. It's one of those things where I won't, Chad says, send it. It's one of those things that I won't know until those birds are in front of me. Mad Jack says, take whatever makes you feel good. Again, I don't know. Scott says, hold out. It's too early. He says, I have birds that look in the eye. Scott, I've heard this before. Mike Horswell of Jay's Sporting Goods says, any clean kill is a trophy, especially with my recurve. I don't know. I had them. I had 7 of them looking me in the eye at 8 yards Saturday morning. And you know what's interesting? When you're that close at ground level, a Jake is a big bird. Even when they're not strutted and fanned out, they're a big bird. I got that Avian X decoy that I bought at Jay's, which is a beautiful decoy. But when these Jakes stood next to this thing, they dwarfed it. They both taste the same, Jason says. I don't know. Jen says, Tim says, shoot the first thing you see in front of you because it might be the last thing you see. Tim, do you know something? You and God been talking? Is my number up here pretty soon, Tim? Is that what you're saying? Stuart sent Ed a message directly. Excellent. All right, my friends. And it's a little shorter edition tonight, a little shorter version of Wednesday Night Live. And I'm not even really going to apologize for it. It's just one of those days. Scott says, not if you light up of that big old stogie and have smoke rolling out of the blind. Scott, that's not true. That's when those birds came in the other day. I was looking down to light a cigar. I looked up and there they were. And I thought when it happened is, man, have I ever killed birds that have I ever had birds you've killed not gobble at all? Yes. But it's tough, especially with a bow, because if they don't gobble when they come in and they sneak up on you and surprise you, sometimes you're not ready if you got a video camera and a bow. I've had more of them that snuck up on me and came within range that I didn't shoot than I did just because they surprised me. Jen says, oh, he said that's not what he meant. He's trying to drive and he's laughing. Okay, good, because I thought you were telling me my number was up. Paul has some good advice for Dave. Dave, stow your lower unit down to drain the excess water out and raise it back up. When you launch, let it set a couple of minutes in the water to loosen up the case. If there's maybe any solid ice, you should be fine. What about the water? He's got an IO, though. What about the water in the engine block? Is that a concern, Paul? Thank you, Mad Jack. Mad Jack, I like it when people check in from YouTube. I like the YouTube audience. I'd like to increase the size of the YouTube audience. And I really, really want to get on Instagram. And listen, you can continue to post comments on here, I think, after I'm done. I don't know. All right, my friends, I'm going to wrap some things up because I got to get my gear around for tomorrow morning. I'll be getting up very early. I got to get my warm weather gear around because it's going to be cold. I don't expect that in these temperatures, the birds are going to be very vocal. Last time I was out there, I did not hear a bird gobble even on the roost, and it was just before this cold front came in. So I don't know. I'll be curious. All right, my friends, thank you for joining me on this edition of Wednesday Night Live. My name is Mike Avery. The website is MikeAveryOutdoors.com. My email address is mike@MikeAveryOutdoors.com. Have a good night, my friends, and thank you for joining me on another edition of Wednesday Night Live.